What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. So we're starting to see some new waves here in Congress about a Social Security boost for $200 a month for all people on Social Security, or $2,400 per year. This comes here in the Trump administration after we just seen the $6,000 senior boost that was actually promised by President Donald Trump and then delivered. This was actually surprising to a lot of people that came from President Donald Trump's promise for no tax on tips, no tax on, no tax on tips, no tax on Social Security, and no tax on overtime, which was delivered through the big, beautiful bill, which a lot of people are like not so sure about. There's a lot of things that are in there that are good, and a lot of things that are in there that are not good, depending on how you look at it. But with this $6,000 senior boost that is in there from the big, beautiful bill, which we'll go over here in a second, this has renewed the bill for the $2,400 Social Security boost, which is actually a cash for seniors and people on Social Security. We'll go over here in this bill. I'll also let you hear directly in this video a recent congressional hearing that Congress just had, going over several benefits they're talking about here that could come to light here for a lot of seniors, including new cash benefits and new health benefits that they're discussing right now in Congress. And I'll let you hear that here in this video. That's right. So let's jump right in. We are live right now here on the YouTube It's Jimmy Show. Let me know if you can see and hear me. Type yes in the chat. Let me know where you're tuning in from. You can let me know your city, state, or even your country, as we have people tuning in here from all around the globe. Don't forget to hit that like button for me here. And if you haven't yet, subscribe down below so you don't miss out on future videos and help me reach 500,000 subscribers. You guys are amazing. All right, let's jump right in here. Okay, so we just had the passing of the big, beautiful bill, which had a lot of different things in it here. We had the $6,000 senior boost, which was in the big, beautiful bill, which is actually $6,000 for people over the age of 65 per person, okay? And that is actually, so if you're a married couple over the age of 65, you can actually get a $12,000 senior boost, okay? And I actually just did another video here that I'll link to you in a moment about how 90% of Americans can claim $2,000 per family from the big, beautiful bill. In addition to this, 90% of American families, okay? So 90% of Americans. So I'll link you to that video here in a minute. That was in addition to that, okay? So there is a lot of pretty good stuff in this bill, okay? But a lot of people are like, well, we want more. We want more, okay? And something that has been talked about here for a while that's actually making new waves in Congress here is, take a look here, this reintroduction here of this legislative update. New bills could increase benefits by $2,400 and eliminate taxes on benefits, okay? Here is another article here that just came out. If I could get rid of this pop-up. New bill raises Social Security benefits by $2,400 per year. So this just been reintroduced into Congress here with some slight changes here. And because of this new bill that actually gave a $6,000 senior boost and a lot of changes going on with Social Security, this actually could maybe become a reality. And with President Donald Trump making a lot of changes here, a lot of people were going, this could be interesting here, okay? What's very interesting about this particular bill is it actually increases the solvency to Social Security by 75 years, okay? It actually increases the solvency to Social Security by 75 years. by basically taxing the wealthy people that make over $250,000 and making them pay into the Social Security system, because they stop paying into Social Security at, I think it's somewhere around $160,000 now, okay? It goes up a little bit every year, okay? On this new legislation would expand Social Security benefits by $2,400 a year, or $200 per month for everybody on Social Security, and would basically be for everybody. So $200 per month or $2,400 per year, and would fully fund Social Security, make it solvent for the next 75 years by applying the Social Security payroll tax on all income above $250,000. Now, this bill has actually been reintroduced and is actually making new headway in Congress. There's actually a lot of sponsors for this bill and has a lot of support. And if we could get some more Republican support, could be passed. And with new news that Social Security will run out, new data, actually we covered it here in the last few videos, that Social Security will run out of money in approximately, it was about 7 years or so. Something's going to need to be done to Social Security, okay? And the problem here is that they can't really wait 7 years, because then the money in the Social Security bank account per se, the Social Security reserve account, will literally be zero. And they can't wait till it's close to zero, because that's like saying that the Social Security trust fund, the Social Security amount, it goes down every month. Every month it's going down, okay? So they, every year that they're waiting, it went from 9 years to 8 years to 7 years. They wait another year, 6 years. They wait till the end of President Donald Trump's term, basically almost 4 more years from now. We'll be at 3 years left of money until it's gone. And they're saying that it could be a 20% reduction in benefits. So whatever your Social Security check is right now, imagine a 20% reduction, or whatever it's going to be if you're not on Social Security yet, you're going to get 20% less. Now, we've had different estimates. Some say 17%, some say 23%. But so let's just take a round number of 20%. Imagine getting 20% less, because Congress does nothing. What's interesting about this particular bill is that not only does it increase the solvency for 75 years, which is amazing, but it actually increases benefits in addition by $2,400 for everybody, because it brings in so much money. So let me know your thoughts on this. Are you for this bill or against this bill? If you're for this bill, type "I'm for this bill" in the comment section, or if you're against this bill, say "I'm against this bill." Comment right now in the comment section. Also, I wanted to briefly mention that we've had a lot of people reach out to me and say, "Thank you, Jimmy, for letting me know about Chapter Medicare as a way to put money back in their Social Security check." If you know that Medicare takes money out of your Social Security check as if you're paying for Medicare. And Medicare has basically saved, Chapter Medicare has saved on average people that have worked with them $1,100, because they have this system that can go out there and search through all the different plans and all the different providers. And there's a lot of providers out there that have these benefits and plans and kind of plans that can give back and stuff like that. It's kind of a way to say it, where they have been able to save the average person $1,100 on average, which is amazing. So I'll put a phone number here on the screen and a pinned comment down below. Either call that phone number or click that link down below. If you're on Medicare, Medicare Advantage, Medicare, any of those services, and anywhere under the Medicare umbrella, or if you have any friends or family call the phone number or click that link down below. It's completely free to use their services and just see if they can save you money or get you on a better plan with better benefits. Okay, next up, I'm going to let you hear from the congressional hearing that was just done a few days ago, and let you hear about these new benefits in multiple different ways that they're discussing right now, and you can let me know your thoughts in the comments.
Ms. Gavin, Mr. Coleman. Mr. Coleman, you talked about the burden of healthcare cost on small business. Absolutely right. Ms. Gavin, you told us that healthcare in America is expensive. Yeah. In fact, it is double what it is in most other countries around the world. So I would ask our panelists very briefly, yes or no, do you think it makes sense for the United States to join every other major country on earth, guarantee healthcare to all people as a human right? Ms. Oakham?
Ms. Onwuka, you mean, sir? Not the way you're suggesting, no.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Cameron?
I agree, not the way you're suggesting.
Mr. Coleman?
I don't think the question really understands the philosophy of human rights versus localized market.
Despite the fact that every major country on earth guarantees health care to all people.
Yes.
Mr. Driscoll?
Healthcare is absolutely an essential right everyone's entitled to.
Ms. Friedman?
Yes, I would.
Mr. Driscoll, you state in your testimony that the misclassification of workers as independent contractors is rampant in the construction industry and has led to a destructive race to the bottom. Please tell us how this has harmed construction workers and why you believe Congress should not make it easier for corporations to misclassify workers as independent contractors.
Yeah. Currently, under existing law, Senator Sanders, approximately 2.1 million workers are misclassified as contractors. So within my trade, a bricklayer working next to another bricklayer, working on a project that they have no control over, are often deemed contractors to avoid paying unemployment insurance, health insurance. That cost is ultimately borne by the community that those workers participate in because they cannot afford health care. And it drives a race to the bottom where our employers, responsible contractors who provide health care and pension benefits, can't compete against these low-road contractors. This law, if enacted under its current language, would simplify that test and lead to an expansion of those type of contractor relationships.
President Driscoll, the bills we are discussing today would give companies a quote-unquote safe harbor that would allow them to deny workers a minimum wage, overtime, and the right to form a union. In your opinion, would these quote-unquote safe harbors help or harm workers?
These would greatly harm workers, Senator.
Ms. Friedman, astoundingly, again, we are the wealthiest country in the history of the world. And yet nearly half of older workers have no retirement savings. I've introduced legislation today that would bring back defined benefit pension plans for over 56 million American workers. Ms. Friedman, what would it mean if every American had access to a defined benefit pension like the one members of Congress have?
Senator, it's a great question. As I said in my statement and in my written statement, defined benefit plans, which are guaranteed plans that provide lifetime payments to individuals, have created a middle class in this country. If everybody had a defined benefit plan, then they'd be able to pay their bills, they'd be able to take care of themselves and not be a burden on society. They'd be able to participate in community.
I'm going to interrupt you here.
Yeah, sure.
Isn't it fair to say, and I trust that nobody disagrees with this, that if you are 60, 65, you're about to retire and you got nothing in the bank, which is the case for millions and millions of people, there is a tremendous level of anxiety. How do I survive?
Yeah, totally.
And one of the astounding facts, we don't talk about it, I learned about it, Mr. Chairman, just last year when I was sitting where you are. 22% of seniors in America are trying to survive on $15,000 a year. Right, that's insane. All right, so what we are striving for here, and you tell me, Ms. Friedman, is a defined pension plan so that when people retire, they know what they're going to get. Also, let me talk about Social Security. The chairman correctly mentioned we have a problem with Social Security. Right now, why don't you tell people if somebody is making $10 million a year and somebody's making $160,000, $176,000, Who pays more into the Social Security Trust Fund?
Well, if somebody, so
One's paid
millionaires,
10
yeah,
million, one's 170.
the lower income person pays much, much more
A higher
into
percentage.
Social Security, exactly.
Because we have a cap.
Right.
And what would happen if we lifted that cap for all taxable income? The legislation that I have introduced would greatly expand benefits and increase the solvency, the issue Senator Cassidy talked about, for 75 years. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it certainly makes sense to me, and the Pension Rights Center also thinks that it's a great idea. Senator, if I may just add, Social Security is this country's nearly universal pension plan, and it's completely portable. It's extremely efficient. It's spending less than a penny on administration of every dollar spent, and returning more than 99 cents of every dollar in benefits. And these benefits have not been
Thank you.
increased. So yeah, so it's a great thing.
So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure to share this video with anybody who needs to hear this, and share this on social media. Make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't yet, so I will keep you up to date, and click the bell icon so you get notifications. Click this video to see the $2,000 from the big beautiful bill that you can get, or click here to see Trump announcing new stimulus